The Chorus of Tides update has sailed its way into Rise of Kingdoms. But should it be here? Is this the worst update that we've seen so far? Come find out. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Rise of Kingdoms gameplay episode from your very own Shappy Gaming. Today we are going to be breaking down the Chorus of Tides update, which has just landed in Rise of Kingdoms. The update went live, I think, probably about last night. I got a little bit of server maintenance, and there is a ton of new stuff in this update. But is it all good? I don't really know. So we're going to read through the release notes, talk about what we can expect and what some noticeable items are. But I also have some general concerns about this update, simply from a UI standpoint. So, as you guys can see, or maybe you actually can't, here, let me turn my face off for you. There are a lot of changes. I'm on the PC version, and you can see this bottom right area has changed. My mail is now down here, and I search up here. Still can't search for things like forts and stuff. The quick help is now above the alliance, which I'm not crazy about. There's just a lot of weirdness here, and let me see if I could turn my face off for you guys. Yeah, if I turn my face off, you can actually see as well, they've changed up this whole chat section here and made it kind of funky. I don't know if it's good or bad. We'll see. But that's just some early observations. I am just seeing this for the very first time, just like the rest of you. And if you haven't already, do hit that subscribe button, but I'm working on earning it for you. So this is really interesting. When I first logged into the game, I got a bunch of notifications saying that I had completed new achievements. Well, let's figure out what those are. My understanding from the release notes is that they added a bunch of new achievements and also added ways to get iconic crystal. But before I jump the gun, let's just read the release notes and see what we have. So first things first, this update did go live about last night, so that's pretty exciting. It's 6 UTC. And the first thing that's coming our way is the Isle of Marvels event series. So set sail under the sun by day and stars by night. The weather's fair, so let us depart on our new adventure. In other words, it's another event, which is awesome. I'm expecting that we'll probably get recharge rewards. We'll have the 7 days of questing again, which if you guys are unfamiliar, I did do a Spring Symphony video on this, but I'll probably do another one. So we won't get too far into this. But the biggest news here for me is the Hoist Your Main Sail. Collect points to earn rewards for you and your alliance members. And I think this means, oh, it says right there, Tempest Clash is coming back. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm not a big fan of Champions of Olympia, but Tempest Clash I thought was a great addition to the game. It was fun. It was easy to get rewards. So I'm pumped. Let me know in the comment section. Do you guys like Tempest Clash? Do you think they've somehow done something to mess it up? Because I think in the first time it was really good, and it was even playing field for everyone. It didn't matter if you were a whale or literally you just created your account. So let me know what your thoughts are. The only other notable news for this particular event is that there's a Protect the Supplies, which is I believe the independent version of the Silk Road. I'm not crazy about this event, but it's fine. It's a nice way to get points for whatever different items they have. My big question here is this does not look like it's going to be the 30 gold head event that you can, buy stuff with. Or actually, that's what it is going to be. Is this going to be the 30 gold head event that you could buy stuff where you donate a bunch of stuff and it's to the alliance structure? I think that's what it's talking about here, where you hoist the flag. So again, I'll be making a video on that, but not bad news. It's okay. Now we get to the Season of Conquest. Improvements to Crystal Tech. Uh-oh. Whenever Lilith says improvements to Crystal Tech, it's not an improvement. But let's get into it. So we've increased the number of crystals dropped by Kahar in Season of Conquest stories. That's awesome. And the description for Season of Conquest crystal technology Plunder now reads differently, and it increases crystals earned from defeating barbed patrols and barbed forts. That's awesome. I think that they added crystals to the barbs and barb forts, but it's not really still viable. So this is good. My guess is you'll still have to use Plunder in order to get your 6th March or 7th March, but we'll find out. First aid has been removed. Good. I thought it was terrible to begin with. And new crystal techs. Ooh. This is how you know it gets exciting. Karaku Gift increases the acquisition speed of crystals during the Trial of Kalkarak event. So, they're going to cover this later on. Surprise Strike. Increased damage dealt to enemy garrisons / rallied armies by troops on the map during the Lost Kingdom. This is terrible. This is really, really, really bad. The reason that this is bad is because I saw a leak of this on the Facebook group. And this skill is now the last skill that you can get when you're doing Crystal Tech. Which means if you're a rally or a garrison leader, you are now at even more of a disadvantage when it comes to Crystal Tech, which sucks because for me, I am a low spender, and I don't max my Crystal Tech before we get really to Kingsland. I'm close, but this is just going to make it even harder, and it's going to make the whales have a better advantage. And not more than once during this KVK, my Xeno Flavius at pretty much max tech got swarmed down by whales just throwing massive marches at it. My trade were good, but when you're trying to build a flag, it doesn't really matter how good your trades are because you lost the flag. So I'm bummed about that. That's crummy. The order for Crystal Techs has been fine-tuned. Please take note of the change once it has come online. We will be making a video where we walk through the new Crystal Tech order. If you haven't seen my current one, I'll link that on the top right of the screen for you. It should still be valuable for those that are in KVK now, and I'll adjust and repost for you guys. Above, Crystal Tech changes only applies to KVKs that already are in progress as of July 25th, so not us. Oh, Heroic Anthem power-up changes. So, the Heroic Anthem power-up event was a new event that Lilith was trying out where you had a new kind of KVK with blockade features and with arrow towers, and it was a lot. But now they've made more changes to it. So if you guys haven't played that KVK, you should probably read up on it. But if you have, then here are the changes for you. They now have 5 different combat tactics of melee, range, guerrilla, rally, and garrison, which is fine. You can only choose one set of combat tactics at a time, and they cannot be changed after your troop has left the city. Different combat tactics confer different buffs. So that's really interesting because there are a lot of players that will run rally and garrison, but it looks like I'd be curious to see how this works because it says you can only have one at a time, but does that mean one per march or does that mean one per all 5 or 7? Because this will cause a bunch of issues for whales who may play as garrison and rally players, and now you kind of have to pick one, which is a bummer. They added a new rally mode, Aggressive Rally. This is super exciting. Troops departed from aggressive rallies will automatically attack any enemy troops that blockade their march route, as their blockade mode is automatically set to aggressive mode by default. So when they added the blockade functionality, they kind of broke the game, and you could have single troops blocking rallies. This looks like it's still the case, which sucks, but that's okay. What this means is when the rally does get canceled, though, all the troops that are coming home will actually attack those troops that are blockading. And now they will explain what they mean by the Trial of Kalkarak event. When they added Trial of Kalkarak, it was amazing. It made Crystal Tech so much more achievable for low spenders and free-to-play. If you haven't seen my event coverage of this, you should probably go check it out because you don't want to skip this. But now they've changed it, so let's figure out what they've done. We've added a limit to the maximum number of attacks possible against trial targets for each level. 1 attack is spent every time you send a new troop to attack the target. Once you've used all your attacks, you cannot send any more troops to attack the target. So, for those of you that don't know, you used to be able to send marches out to attack Kalkarak. When they got low, you could recall them and then resend them. This seems to be fighting that. It's a shame because, personally, I haven't had that issue because I'm a T5 player. But if you're a T4 player, they've now made Crystal Tech harder for you. Sorry, Lilith sucks. But that's okay. That's kind of a bummer. They've replaced some of the mid-level Karaku warriors. I'm kind of excited about this because they used to just have the same ones all the time. And it was, you get the guy with the AoE attack, you get the person who buffs attack, and then you get the healer. That was kind of meh. So maybe they'll add something new. I just hope they don't make it harder. We've added a new cumulative reward in the Trial of Kalkarak event and modified the original challenge reward for completing the trial. Apart from the current challenge reward, the event now offers a crystal reward that governors can accumulate over time. The higher the challenge level conquered, the more crystals earned per hour. So this is interesting because it's good for whales because you finish Kalkaua quickly, then you've got even more crystals coming in, so you have to spend less on tech. If you're a low spender or free to play, this may actually suck for you because you used to get a fair number of crystals for just defeating Kalkaua, and it does say that they modified the original challenge reward. So I'm a little nervous about this. Are we not going to be getting a lot of crystals from this event anymore? Or do we have another mine? I mean, that's kind of what it looks like. But again, we'll have to see in our next KVK. New legendary chests. You guys like that? They're closing the legendary tavern event. Whoa! But this will not affect any legendary tavern events currently in progress. Bummer. We've added a new legendary tavern in the tavern, a legendary chest in the tavern, which can be opened with sovereign keys or directly with gems to recruit even more powerful commanders. Yeah, if the drop rate's the same as sovereign keys, then this is not great news. If you guys haven't seen my legendary tavern event, I do actually break down whether it's worth it, and I compare it to Heart's Desire, so go check it out. Legendary chests will be added to the tavern after the event is over for kingdoms currently in the middle of a legendary tavern event, so we can't see it on my main account. Maybe we'll see it on farm. And legendary chests will be added to the tavern for the 7th day onwards for kingdoms entering Season of Conquest for the first time. So we finally know when they're adding legendary tavern. It's the 7th day. That's good. We didn't know this before. Other improvements, and this is where things get spicy because as you can see, my new, you actually can't see it. My mouse has changed. They have a new symbol for me, which I'm not crazy about. We've added a highlight selected target option in settings. Enabling it will turn the avatars of other troops transparent when selecting a target unit, but troop avatar transparency will not be affected when selecting your own units. So this is good. There was a bug that was out recently where when you selected your own units, it would make everyone else's kind of targeting avatars transparent, which made it really hard to pick a target. So this is good. We'll have to see how this works in-game right now. They added new champion achievements involving equipment, commander, city-themed crystals, and legendary chests. I already got a bunch of these. As soon as I logged in, I got these. You probably will too. There are 12 equipment-related achievements. Complete them to receive iconic crystals as reward. Each equipment-related achievement grants one iconic crystal. Iconic crystals are no longer hard to come by, which means if you're a whale, you can have multiple sets of iconic crystals, which is kind of a bummer. I really like the way they rolled these out the first time, and they limited them and made it so it was fair. We've improved verification code systems, so governors with good conduct scores can now minimize the number of verification codes needed. Hallelujah! We've been asking for this for months. And they've decided to limit governors' access to each other's details, as it has come to our attention that certain governors' information is at risk of being used for unapproved purposes. Like what, Lilith? Okay. Really? That's silly. This is going to mess up all sorts of kingdom scoring for KVK and for others. There's no need for that. They've added a new list mode for daily special offer. Use it to quickly select the commander treasures you want to buy. And they've optimized the quality of some avatar frames and name plaques. And Osiris League is coming. So this is a huge update. Let's take a look at some of these things that they've talked about. So they said they changed our avatars. So let's look at that. Nope, that's our photos. Okay. All of the avatars look pretty much the same. So that's unexciting. But achievements, let's see. Whoa! I finished my achievements. Wow, that's kind of cool. You guys saw that here. And that's all thanks to our new champion achievements. What do we get here? Some gold keys. So there are a ton of different achievements in here. But I'm not seeing iconic crystals here. So where are they? How can you tell? Because I got an iconic crystal, but I don't know why. Oh, this is interesting. Use a bunch of crystals in SOC. Oh, man, I'm right in it right now. This is good, I think. I think this is good. My biggest bummer is that they don't aggregate. So if you're in KVK right now or things like that, you're kind of doesn't help you, which is a shame. But that's okay. Let's see. Yeah, a bunch of new city themes. Where does it tell me how to get the iconic crystals from these? I know I got iconic crystals, but it doesn't actually say which ones you get it from. No, that can't be right. Let's see. What do we get? We got iconic crystals from error format parameter. Awesome. Yeah, I wonder. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below, because I'm seeing this for the first time too. Which one do we think gave it to me? Huh. Maybe it was a wardrobe upgrade? But that's so silly. Lilith, what are you doing? Why are you not telling people how to get these iconic crystals? You added these achievements, but it's not clear. Yeah, it literally doesn't say. So, sorry about that, Chappy Squad. That's totally out of my control, but that's a bummer. I will actually make a post for you so you can see which gives you iconic crystals on the YouTube channel. As soon as I figure this out, I'll make a post so you could check back and go see for yourselves. But they did add that, which is nice. What else did they change? They said they changed the daily special offers. Let's go look. On PC, they've ruined this whole UI, as you guys can see, which is kind of a bummer. Let's see. Daily special offer, switch. I'm not seeing any changes. Oh, maybe. Oh, here you go. So yeah, now you can select from here. That's, I guess, useful. I don't know. That seems kind of useless. I don't really know if anyone was complaining about that. And this is driving me crazy. But let's see how it works when it comes to sending out troops. So I'll send out my Attila. Bammy wham. And can I attack anything? No. Do I have to turn it on in settings? Let's find out. See, this is the fun of these new updates, but this is why I waited, because I wanted to be able to show you guys actually how they worked. So this is neat. Quick help, rally movement camera, hide on news, simplified graphics, kingdom titles. Oh, this is good. Oh, finally I can turn it off. Okay, Alliance shop. They've added new options in here. They didn't say it, but they have added new options and settings there. Yeah, I want to see if I can fight someone. No one seems to have marches out. Oh, here we go. Lilith, what am I looking at here? I'm not seeing anything. I can still see that I targeted him. Let's see. So it showed me that oh, I see. That's nice. That's a nice update, and I'm happy with that. So we have dived into the Chorus of Tides update. You've heard my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think this is a good update, bad update? Sorry for the long video, but I wanted to make sure I could cover everything. I hope that you've enjoyed. I know I have. If you haven't already, join the community Discord. Links in the description. Shappy out.